And we're live. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Thank you for joining yet another Thursday Hangouts. In these sessions, we basically have an open forum to have your questions answered during this live. But on the meantime, we're just going to build an example website here. In this case today, what are we building, Daniela?
We're building a bakery website.
Bakery website. In the last live, if you haven't watched, we built an accounting firm website, which turned out pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys enjoyed today as well. So as usual, if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments and we will answer them. Of course, if we don't know the answer, we'll escalate to our team and get back to you. That being said, please let me know in the comments how is the audio, if you guys can hear us well. And if everything is in order, we can continue. All right, Daniela, so I think you can probably take it away from here. We'll be waiting in the comments, so please let us know if the audio is good.
Absolutely. Yes, so let's go ahead and build a bakery website. We will do the same process we did last time, so we'll go through the AI onboarding tool. So let me get it up here. So here is my screen. Can you see it?
Yes, it's right there.
Nice. So here we have the AI onboarding tool, so we can get started and we can choose our website category. So we go ahead and we write bakery. As you can see, we have a lot of categories just like last time. So in this case, we click bakery. We have to understand the accept and agree on the terms and conditions, and then we can move on. Now here, when it's a restaurant or a bakery and so on, you can choose what kind of services you offer. So it can be eating, delivery, and takeaway. In this case, we can select them all. Why not? So I'm going to go ahead and check all the boxes like this. And then we have to write the name of our business. Let's say Corner Bakery. What do you think?
It sounds nice.
Yeah.
So why not?
Corner Bakery. And we move on. Then it asks you to put a few info about the business, and that's something you can totally do, or also skip and do later. That's what we'll do. Then you have to add your contact information, but again, you can also add it later. Then here you can select the language you want the website to be in. We have quite a few languages we support. So yeah, but in this case, we'll go for English. And let's continue. And then we let AI do its thing, do its magic. And there we have.
Yeah, that's website. The power of AI, right? So just in a few clicks, you created a template that is kind of adapted to the niche you wanted it to be. So that's pretty interesting.
Absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, so you can see it already provided us with a pretty cool template right here. I'm already quite happy with it. So we can go ahead and change the color as well to a color that we like. We have a few suggestions here. If you click on other colors as well, you can find many more. So, you know, we have different types of minimalist, rustic, modern, and so on. So you can go ahead and choose the perfect color palette for you. You can also custom insert your colors code. So for example, under custom here, you have different colors and you could go ahead and edit the colors yourself and so on. So there's a lot you can do. So we can go ahead and save, and I'm going to choose this color palette. I think it's quite cool. And we apply it. And then once you apply the colors, it takes you to the website builder. So we're not going to look at this guide right here, but because we're going to show you a little bit around. And in this session, we're going to also show you the online shop a little bit. Thiago will talk you through also how to add products and so on. So that's quite exciting as well.
Exactly.
Yes. So to start with, let's edit the logo. For those of you who watched the previous live, that's the logo from that live. So we need to replace it because it's not an accounting firm. It's
exactly. Yeah. So what would be the logo for this time, Daniela? So it has to be something suitable for bakery. What have you chosen?
For this, I've chosen a croissant.
A croissant. All right.
Exactly. So to change the logo, what you can do is go over to the logo right here. and you can click on replace logo, and you go on over to upload if you have your own logo, of course, and then you can click on from computer, and then I have it right here saved in my files, and I go ahead and I click open, and there it is right here, and then I add it to my page. Much better, suits better than an accounting firm logo, I would say. So good choice.
Yeah, that's really good. I think just to notify you that is watching there, I think when Daniela clicked to upload the photo, you cannot see her screen doing that. But it's as simple as grabbing any photo from another folder and dragging into the website builder, and that will load there for you. Or when you click upload, it opens up a box that you couldn't see when she clicked, and you just select it in there, and it will be added to your library inside the website builder. So it's super straightforward.
Yeah, quite intuitive. Yeah, so that's how you change logos. Already one thing done. Then I thought it would be nice this time to show how, for example, in the hero banner, how you can have a video instead of a static image. So let's say here in our header, we want to change this picture to a video. So how do we do that? We go over to edit header, edit section, sorry. And then we go over to background. So that's what we'll be changing. So right now, as you can see, we have an image under image. So we would have to go down to add video. So we go over here, and then you can, as Thiago said, very easily drag and drop your file over here, but you can also go over to upload. And again, it would take you through your file. I don't know if they can see this.
No, it doesn't show here. It only showed the website builder screen.
Okay. But yeah, now it's uploading. You can see that. And once it has to be processed, the video. So, but I can show you afterwards also how it will look, so that we don't have to wait here for this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because that will also depend on the size of the video, because it will compress, so it's optimized for your website, so it doesn't slow down your page loading speeds. So it might take a while for this to happen. So I don't think we need to wait until it's done. We just show an end result later on, so you guys can see how it looks with a video on the background.
Exactly. So that's coming as well. You will see the end result. Great. So that's how you change to a video. And then something that we already showed, for example, in the other live, is our writing assistant, which we love. And I think it's a really, really handy tool. That will save you a lot of time and effort. Of course, it's always good to add a bit of a personal touch to the text on your website, but this tool is really, really great. So let me show it to you for those of you who haven't seen it before. So if you click on any text on your website, so in this case, the title, you can see right here a little robot. That's the writing assistant, and it's written, help me write. Now, if you click here, you will have two options, write new or modify text. So write new, it will write it from scratch completely. Modify, it basically will modify the text you have. So in this case, we have Delicious Treats await a corner bakery. Let's say we want it maybe shorter. So we could make it shorter. We could also make it longer, or we could rewrite it completely. And so let's say make shorter. There you go. It makes it shorter. If you're not happy, you can also click rewrite, and it gives another option. Let's say we're happy with one of those. We would use the text. So you would click here, use text. And it inserts it just like that. Super easy. Very quick.
Yeah, I'm just curious to know. So if you guys leave a comment in the section below saying what type of business you're in, and if you also use AI in your workflow nowadays. I think these tools are super handy and helpful, like Daniela was sharing here. I'm just curious to know which one of you guys are using that already or not.
Absolutely. That's super interesting. Yes. But let's say here, you can also write text from scratch. So let me show you also that, because right now we use the modify text option, but let's say we want to use the write new option. So you would get a window like this. So you would double check the general preferences. And it's really important because in the past I created an accounting firm website. So I need to change that now. So the AI knows, okay, now it's a bakery we're talking about. Otherwise, it could get a little bit weird text.
Yeah, but we assume you wouldn't be changing that because you created for your own business, so it would be there. In this case, we're just using a demo website that it was used for another thing in the past, so that's why she's changing it. But for you, it would be stored with your website information there, so that will be good to go.
Exactly. Then here we change the general preferences. Then the about text, we have a few options we can choose from. So what is the topic of the text? And here you can decide if it's welcome, if it's about, or products, and so on. In this case, I think we could have welcome. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Then we could have a title, 1 paragraph or 2 paragraphs. We'll select 1 paragraph because it shouldn't be too long. Yeah, and then you can either mention a few things you want the AI to mention, or you just go ahead and click on create text and just see what it gives you. Yes, and here we have a text. Welcome to Corner Bakery, where the aroma of freshly baked goods fills the air. We love it. Love the emphasis. And yeah, so if you like the text, you can go ahead and use it. And it just inserts it right there. That's how easy it is. So it's quite cool. Yes, and so this is how you edit text. We also showed how to add the video in the back, how to change the logo. But maybe now it would be nice to also see how to customize a button, because buttons are really important. It's really important that they also lead the visitor to where it should go and that they're functional. So in this case, we have view menu right here. So you have a few things you can do with buttons. So you can, for example, if you click on edit button, you can change the text to something else. In this case, we can leave view menu. Then you can choose 3 styles. So for example, we have secondary. So it's just kind of transparent, the button. And we also have alternate. So it becomes white like this. And then you can also choose the font of the text. So you could make it bigger if you want to. And then something really important here is the link option. So in this case, it's already linked to the menu, but you would go here to decide where the button will take the visitor. So I think this is really a really good feature. Yes, so we're happy with that, and that's how you edit buttons. So it's pretty cool. Yes, but I think now that we looked at all those features, we can have a look maybe how to replace an image with a different image. I think that's something really important to do on your website, that you also try to take your own images. And I think that's good for branding. That's also good, to build trust and so many more things, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. So let's say you want to replace this image right here. What you would do in this case is you click on the image and you click on replace image. It's very simple. It's very intuitive. You can, as I said, upload your own, which is a really good idea right here on the right-hand corner in the upper right. Or you could also browse through the One.com library, where we have tons of images that are free for you to use. So in this case, let's say I write bakery. There you go. I have many pictures I can choose from. So it's really nice. So you can go there, browse, and do whatever.
And those are all royalty-free images from a website called Unsplash that it's integrated to the website builder. So you can use them on your website without any worries that you would get a claim about it. So they are free to use and you can use on your website without any problems. But we do recommend, if you have original photos of your business, to use those instead, because then your website becomes a little bit more personalized and people can see that through, and you will gain way more authority by doing that.
Absolutely.
But on a pinch, this is a great tool for you to just illustrate your point on the website.
Exactly. So here I won't be picky. I'll just pick one here just to show you, for the purpose of showing you. And then you will add it, and there you go. That's how easy it is to add an image to your website. It's very easy. Yes. So what else, Chad? What do you think? Should we have a look also how to add the products, or what do you think?
Yes, I think so. But before we get into the online shop, let's maybe just show how the website could look if you put just a little bit more time into fine-tuning things, and also show how the video would look like in the hero banner, right? So Daniela has pre-made this website, so she took a little bit more time to fine tune it, just so you guys can see how look it can be by just putting a little bit more effort into it, into already a template that was generated by AI, right? So
exactly.
I think if you can go ahead.
Yeah, so we do the first reveal. I think I'll have to share a different window.
Yes, of course.
So let me do that. I'll go here. So share screen. So you guys, here we have it. So is it on the screen?
It's on the screen, yes.
So here you can see how the video will look after it's done processing, compressing, and all these things. So I think it looks really nice. Yeah, and a bit different. And then also here you can see I customized the button in this case and so on. Yeah, so here I did a bit of customization. So here we have the menu. I also added a section where people can then be taken to the online shop where they can purchase your products or order them, but we'll see that in a moment after we set up all the products. Yeah, so this is how it can look. So it's and it's very, very intuitive. This took us maybe 25 minutes to kind of fine tune it, and 30 counting also the online shop. So it's pretty fast. And
yeah, absolutely. It might take you some more time if you want to use very specific images from you and change the text completely. Even using the AI tool, you can still customize it to your own wordings. So we definitely recommend you take that time to fine tune your website. Even though AI can get that far, I think it's always good to have a human touch in there to customize your website to your audience and to your brand as well, right?
For sure.
But it definitely looks really nice, especially with the video on the background there. It's super cool. And I think we can definitely move to the online shop. If you guys have any questions on how Daniela created any feature we used in there, you can just hit a comment and we'll get back to you guys.
Yes. So, and I'm back into the editor now. So now let's have a look at the online shop. So in this case, we have it right here, right, Thiago?
Exactly. So if you go there to the online shop, you can go and manage your shop there from the blue button. Since it is the first time, it will ask you to create a product, but we already created one. So it goes already straightforward to the shop where you can manage things. So on the left corner there, you have a lot of items. We will go through them, but before, let's just add one product so you can see how easy it is to create one. So Daniela went there to products, product list. And then if she goes to product, on the top right corner, you have a blue button, add product. So if you click there, let's create first a physical product, then we'll create a digital so you can see the differences, but it's super straightforward. So let's say here you want to create a product and
chocolate muffin. Maybe.
Chocolate muffin.
Why
that
not?
Sounds great. Why not?
Do you like chocolate muffins?
I would have one for sure now.
Same. Yeah.
All right. And then I would suggest you to add a very nice description in there. So even for chocolate muffins, it would be great to have a description, right? You can say
From
ingredients,
idea,
if it's vegan or not. There's so much you can add in there. So we definitely recommend you to get very detailed on the description so people have less questions about your product and are more willing to go there and just buy the product. So that's it. And then you could add additional information there if you want. So let's say return policies or any instructions you want to have, you can click it there and it will be on the product page as well. So we do recommend you to do that. In most of the cases, for a bakery, probably not going to have a return policy. It wouldn't make sense, I guess. People want to eat your sweets and everything, so I don't think it would make sense. But it's in there for any other types of businesses if you need. And then you have the media, and that's where you will upload the photos. So I think, Daniela, you can probably upload one there just to show how it is.
Here it is, chocolate.
But yeah. So Daniela added the chocolate muffin. It does look great. I would like one now. So probably have to grab one after. But here as well, product photos. I do recommend you to add a lot of product photos. On a chocolate muffin, not necessarily. You would need more photos, but if you have other types of products, it's also nice to have detailed photos of each specific functionality or anything detailed from the product so customers can look and see. Just
Yeah.
as an example, if you want to buy a backpack, for example, and you see only one photo of the backpack, would you buy it?
No, I need multiple angles to see maybe the material, a close up. I think it's good the
Exactly.
more in depth you go.
Yeah, exactly. For me as well, I would like to see what's inside, how many pockets, what can I fit
Yeah.
inside. So you would want to see more photos
Absolutely.
with those details, and also the description saying how much you can fit in, how many liters is the bag, the
Yeah.
material it's produced, stuff like that.
For sure.
So the more details you can provide to your customers in this step, the better. After the photos, you move on to pricing. So how much are you going to price those muffins?
So this is in Danish crowns. So I would say 30 Danish crowns.
30 Danish crowns. What do you guys think about that? Leave it in the comments. Is it too much? Is it too little? I don't know, really.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. But you can also put an item on sale. So let's say Daniela thought it was too expensive. She could put a on sale
25.
price 25. You
5
can
crowns off, guys.
you can snatch it for 25 Danish kroner today. Think about that. So that's how you can do it. And when you do that, it will show on the product page, like the original price scratched, just like you have it in there, and the price that it's being offered right now. So it's very good and appealing for conversions if you want to push one product over another one. So that's really nice. Moving on, you have the stock section, and that's basically for you to manage inventory. Not sure if that would be a good thing for a bakery, for example, because you probably produce large of quantities every day. So you can list it as unlimited. But if you want to track inventory, you can put a number there in the stock, and then it will update automatically according to the sales you have. And you can also list SKUs there right beside the stock. So if you have any specific SKU for a product and so on, so you can manage your inventory a bit more organized, I recommend you use that function there. And then you have only allow one product per order. I only recommend that if you're selling digital products, but we will set up a digital product later. But for muffins, you want to sell the most you can, right?
Absolutely.
All right. And then you go to weight. So that's basically if you're calculating shipping according to weight, then I recommend you put there how much it weighs the unit of the product, and then it will calculate the shipping automatically for your customers. So do update that if you're using that function. What else do we have? So we have categories. So this is a way for you to categorize items in your online shop. So when people are searching for things, you can create categories. So let's say Daniela creates an item for pastries, an item for bread, an item for wedding cakes. We talked about wedding cakes, and Daniela thought it was super expensive.
Very expensive wedding cakes.
Yeah. How much was it?
It was like 4,000 crowns in Sweden, which is about 380 euros or something like that.
That's quite expensive, right?
Very expensive.
Yeah. But it is what it is. All right, and then we move on. So that's categories, and then we get ribbon. So what that does is you can add like a ribbon on your product photos saying best seller, for example, or on sale, whatever you want to have, that one specific product get highlighted. You can do that with the ribbon function, and it will add whatever you write in that ribbon. So let's say bestseller, so it will be on one product to just give a bit more emphasis on that product specifically when you're looking into a list of products that you offer. So that's very nice, and I do recommend you to use it. Then we move on to variants. Not sure if that will be applicable for a baker, but it could be, because for variants, it's basically if you offer different colors or different variations of one product.
Like gluten-free for a muffin, maybe.
It could be. So we could be a gluten-free, a vegan, and a regular, fatty, full of sugar one, which is probably the one I would get. But yeah, so you can add variants in a bakery. It makes sense.
Yeah.
You're right. And that's it. And then we move on to related products. So that is very good for upselling. And if you don't know what's upselling, it's usually when you're buying something and then you see in the bottom related products to the one you're selling. So what could we relate to muffins?
The ebook. how to make your own.
How to make your own. Yeah, could be. So you get all the secrets from the baker.
Yeah.
So you could create a list of products that are related to each other. So whenever your customers are on the checkout phase, they will see related products right below the product they're adding to cart. And that might intrigue them to look into those other products and make more out of their purchase. So you have a higher sales volume through each customer, which is always great. So that's definitely a good practice to have that on your website. So make sure you go there and connect all the products that you have, and that will help you with your sales.
I think a really good example is Amazon. I don't know if you guys have ever bought something on Amazon, but it often says other people have bought this together with this. So you're like, oh, should I also do that?
Exactly.
So it starts,
and sometimes you don't even connect the dots, but when you see those things, you go like, oh yeah, that's true. That would help having this extra product.
Exactly. So a great marketing strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we move on to tags. So that is basically for you to tag your products. So people, when they're searching, there's a search function on the online shop. So if they're searching for muffins, and then you connect all the muffin products you have into one tag, and then when they search for muffins, it will show all those muffins into their search results. So it's an easier way to guide your customers to find all the products in a more niched way.
Absolutely.
And then we move on to SEO. That's very important for you guys to fill it out. And why? That's where you will get organic traffic to your product pages. So that means you need to choose a URL handle. So that's whatever will be displayed as the URL. If you don't know what's an URL, whatever you type on your search bar on your browser, that's the URL. And we recommended keep it simple and with a keyword inside of it. And you can change that right here where Daniela is. And then you can also insert a title and a meta description. So the way to do it is think about when you're browsing and looking for something on the internet, you will type in your search, and what will you click on? Something that is really related to what you're looking for. So you need to think about the other way around. So if you were a customer, what would you click on? So you would have to be related to muffins. You would have to create a title and a description that is enticing for people to click and go to your website, because you have a good description matching what people are searching for. So that's what you're aiming for. And we recommend you to add that to every product and every page you have on your website. So it'll help with SEO when people land organically into your website. That helps for you to reduce the amount of spending with paid ads and get Google and the other search engines helping you to bring in new leads and new customers to your website.
For sure.
And
that was the last one.
That's the last one. And then if you hit save there in the bottom of the page, the new product is added. So if you go to product list there on the left side, you can see that it's in there, the new product. We had some other products in there, but they were done in the past, so it's not worth looking at those.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe should I delete them?
No, maybe delete them, because otherwise it will show on the page. It won't look like a
bakery if we have weird products.
Exactly. So just take them out of the way.
Delete.
There you go.
And that's also very easy to delete products.
You can add it in bulk, what it's called, and Daniela just deleted a bunch of them so you can see how it is. It was not planned, but it worked out. Hey.
The lives.
All right. All right. So I think to move forward with it, we're just going to go and quickly add a digital product now, just so you see the differences between those. Most of it will be similar, but we just want to highlight the differences in this one.
Okay. I clicked on digital there.
Right. And then what are you selling here?
I think we can write I'm pretty sure you spell it that way.
Yeah, if it's not, we're sorry. Yeah.
So here, description, again, make a really good description.
Exactly.
And here, what's the difference, Jago? That you have the files, right?
Exactly, because you have the additional information just like the other ones for return policy or any other information you want to add to the page. But then you have files before media. And what you can put it in there. It's your digital product. So in this case, Daniela will upload a PDF of an online ebook for full of muffin recipes.
Yeah.
And when people buy this product, they will be able to download this after the purchase. So they get already access to the PDF, and that's how it's done. I think it's a great way for you to make extra money without so much costs involved into the process, because you don't have to pay inventory, you don't have to pay employees to create the muffins or anything. It's just the time you took in to go there and create the ebook, and it's very scalable. So selling digital products can be a great business. You just need to do it the right way. And here we can show how simple it is to create one.
Exactly.
And then you go to media, it's the same thing. You can add a photo there of the ebook. Daniela will just add a mock one in here. I think we can move on, because that's not a muffin, but it's just a mock image. And then what are you pricing this one?
330 Danish crowns.
330.
Yeah.
All right.
And this one is not on sale.
Not on sale.
Sorry for that.
Okay. But maybe, so you have the same thing. You have stock, and then that's where I want to maybe to think about clicking only allow one per order, because you don't want to keep selling a bunch of ebooks to the same customer, because it doesn't make sense, right? It would be the same product. They would just download it multiple times. No one wants to do that. If you allow them to buy multiple, you will have to give back the money or deal with cancellations. So that's a big deal. So just allow one order per customer, and that's it. You don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
And then the rest is the same. So the stock, we mentioned SKU, categories, ribbon. So maybe let's add a ribbon in here just as an example. Bestseller. And then save. And then related products is the same thing. And then tags the same. And SEO is the same that we discussed. Exactly. So I think you can save that one as well.
Yeah, perfect.
And you can close it up.
Here on the right corner.
Yes. So now what we want to do is to create a page that will be added in the menu there, showing how people can order on your website. So you can call it shop or order or anything like that, right? So you can go ahead and hit add a page in there, and then you can choose a template. So let's go with maybe products, and then choose one.
This one, I think.
Yeah, it fits the theme we're working on. Oh yeah, always save the changes before you do it.
I'll call it order, so people know that if they want to order a muffin, a cake, they have to go on this page. Okay, so we're not selling cows, so we need to change it.
Exactly. So let's start by changing the header banner.
So again, it's very simple. We go over to edit section right here.
Yeah, but this time, instead of a video, just show like a regular photo, right?
Exactly. So I went over and I clicked on background, because the image is part of the background in this case. Then we would click right here. Then I can go again, free from One.com, and write bakery. And again, if you have your own pictures, please go ahead and use those. Then yeah, we can just go ahead and choose one we like. Maybe this one is okay. Let's not be too picky. Okay, not bad. Now I feel like it's kind of, the contrast is not great between the writing and the image.
Exactly.
So right here we have image opacity, as you can see, and we can just drag it down a bit, and the text will pop a bit more. Yeah.
Looks much better.
And then you can also adjust it here however you want it. I'll keep it central. Cool.
Okay. Good stuff.
So,
and then if you scroll down a bit, there it will have a list of products, right? You can also add different snippets of product. Do you want to show that, or how were you planning to create the shop?
Yeah, no, we can. So you can go and manage products in order as well, or yeah, it's different settings. So what do you mean? Would you like to change the format of it?
maybe we don't have to do that in the live, but let's show also the one you have fine-tuned a little bit more and you added some more products, because only 2 products it's not looking the best here, but when you start adding new products it will look better. So Daniela has also created one with more products because it takes time to create the products. We don't want to keep you here just creating the same thing all over, so we just showed 2 examples on how you can add it. But Daniela has created one with more products on it, just so you can see how it will look like afterwards.
So here we are back where I showed you the main page before. And I mentioned, for example, that I added this section with order some tasty treats. This was on the homepage. So if I click on sealed products, it would take us to the page of the online shop that I fine-tuned a little bit so you can get a better idea of what it could look like. And this is how it could look like if you add a few more products. So yeah, I think it looks much, much better. I added a title, description, changed the background a little bit. It wasn't a lot of work. So that was also quite intuitive, but of course it takes a bit, like you said, to create the products. And I tried to add descriptions and so on, prices. And the ribbon, by the way.
The ribbon, there you have it, the best seller.
That's how it would look like.
Exactly. So you get a bit more visibility into 1 or 2 products that you want to push more on sales. So that's very nice to have.
Exactly. And also below, because a bakery could also make custom cakes and so on, I also added a contact form just in case if someone wants to order something unique. So that could also.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to show around, right? How to add a contact form, just so you can see how easy it is. Of course, if someone wants a unique order, especially for a bakery, it makes a lot of sense to have a form so they can just enter a specific order and then you can fine tune it for the customer and charge them.
So
afterwards.
I'll show that as well. I'll just show before leaving this page. Also, when you click on the product, you can see the title, and that's where also the description would be. You also have the picture, and if you have multiple pictures here, you would see them as well. So that's really good. And you can add to cart, buy now, and you can also increase the quantity that you're buying. So it's really nice as well, the end result in that sense.
Absolutely.
But let's have a look at the email then. So I'm going to show you right here the contact form I meant. So I think we were here, if I'm not wrong. Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, this would need a bit more customization, but we did show you the end result. So let's say I can delete this, for example, and let's say I want to add a contact form here. It's very simple. You can easily go over to contact, and here we have the contact form. Then you have to select an email address to which the emails from the contact form will go to.
We have in this case one email that was already created before, so we're using that one. But you can also click there to create a new email, and you just create one with your domain name, and it's very easy to create with One.com, and it's available if you get any hosting plan. It's included in there for you.
So it's a really good one to have. It looks very professional and really, really nice.
Absolutely.
Then you can add an email subject. So whatever people are, like the people that send you the email from the contact form, you can have a subject line so you immediately know what it's about or recognize where it's coming from. Yeah, so I can go ahead and save, and here it is. This is the contact form, and it's very customizable. So right here we have, for example, name, email, long text. So let's say we want to edit it. I go on edit fields. And here I have the different fields it already has. So you could potentially add some fields. So here we have, for example, phone that you can add if you want to. Just drag and drop it right there, a company and so on. But you can also change the title of the field. So here we have long text, and I could change this to what would you like to order? So they know exactly what they have to
write. Yeah, exactly. But we do recommend you to keep as simple as possible, because people don't like to keep typing and filling huge formulas and contact forms like those. So keep it simple, get name, contact details, and the message. I think that's probably all you need to get the ball rolling and making those sales or even getting the leads into your business.
For sure. Yes. And then that's pretty much it. Then there's so much more you can do, of course. If you click here, you can edit contact form I clicked. You can go over to style, the font, and the button. So much you can do. And yeah, and it's
Yeah.
very intuitive.
And it's already a functional contact form. So if you're wondering why we selected that email, so we created an email with your domain name, for example. So everyone who goes in here and type in and send something on this form, you will receive an email with those requests on the email that you have created and selected here in this form. So it's everything automated, and it's very nice for you to keep track of everything through your email.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and so that's pretty much how the online shop functionalities work. Let us know if you have an online shop yourself, if you've tried them out, if you have any questions, and we'll also get back to you. Yeah, so I think this is, if we look at the end result, looked quite nice. This
Yeah, absolutely. This needs more work, but
those cows are not very.
it's easy to see how you can change stuff. So just by applying some of the stuff that Daniela walked you through here, you can create a very nice looking website and online shop, which is amazing. And I think if you go back to the online shop, there are some more functions there in the menu that we can just go through them.
Right here?
Exactly. If you go manage shop there in the top, and here we have some more details about your online shop that we can go through. I think you can close this one. So you have the overview in there that you will get some analytics and some stuff, which will help you to get on top of your orders and what's going on with your sales and so on. The second tab we already looked through, it was the product. So you have the product lists and you have the categories. So when we mentioned when you created a product, there were categories, but you can manage your categories from here as well. So if you have multiple categories created, you can come here and you would see how many items you have on each category, and you can organize everything. You can add new categories and so on. Moving on, for gift cards, so that's also a good thing to do if you want to contemplate some gift cards to existing customers, sending out through email, newsletters and stuff. That's also nice, and you can easily create one here. We're not going to go through this process because it's very similar than to add a new product or anything. You just go there on the top right corner to add a gift card, and then you can go through the process and create a gift card. You put the amount of you want, how many people can use it, and so on. And it's very simple. So we're not going to go through. Then you have the sales in there. So you can manage how many people have used the gift cards that you have issued and send out through email or whatever social media or whatever platform you decide to use those gift cards.
Yeah.
Then you can go ahead and go to orders. If you go to current orders, you will see all the existing orders you have. You can have drafts below and archived. So that's basically where you keep track of all the orders you have on your shop. And it's a very easy way for you to go back or do some research on what people are buying, what they're not buying, and just really analyze your sales and seeing your customers. Then you have analytics. So that's a good tool for you to keep track on it. I think it's taking a bit long to connect here because we didn't connect analytics to the shop. So I think we can skip it.
Yeah. Then we have marketing, right?
Exactly. So in marketing, we have discounts. So that's how you can create discounts on products. And it's very straightforward. I don't think we need to go through this one as well. It's very straightforward. You have Google Ads as well. So it's integrated to your online shop. So that is a very easy way to run paid ad campaigns without needing to go to Google and creating a whole campaign there that might require some more expertise in Google platforms and Google Ads. With this integration here, you can create a very simple and streamlined paid campaign. You just need to go ahead with the step-by-step tutorial that you'll get inside here, and you can set up a campaign in very simple few steps. So
5 minutes, it says.
Yeah, 5 minutes, exactly. So next one, we have integration. So here there is a lot you can do with your online shop. As an example there, you can connect MailChimp, which is an email marketing company that you can create email lists and email all your customers with one click and create even automations and stuff. It's very important for marketing and for boosting our sales. So we definitely recommend you to go through here, this page, and see all the integrations that we offer and see what fits your business or not. But I would definitely recommend using any type of email marketing to keep track of it. Then you have a contacts tab. So that is very interesting. So whenever you do sales, your customer details will be listed in here. We don't have any sales in this mock website, so it's not showing anything. But whenever you have sales, they will show here the details of your customers, so you can keep track of your customer base and potentially get in touch with them and keep this touch point so you can get future sales from your existing customers, which is always cheaper than acquiring new customers. So you should definitely look into your existing customer base with care, and that's why we have this tab. And then under settings, there's a lot of things you can go through. So you have the general settings in here, just so you figure out checkout settings and everything, so you can customize the order flow from your customers. You have shop information in there, so you can put the details, your website address and everything, time and everything. And then you have payment. So I think that is the most important tab you have here, because you want to get paid. So you should come here and set up as many payment options as you can. So we do recommend add Stripe, add PayPal, and manual payment, because the more opportunity you have to close the deal with your customers, the better. And Stripe is for you to accept credit cards, basically. They have Klarna. There's a lot of things you can do in there. And it's a simple click in there. It will drag you to the Stripe connection account, and then you create a free account with Stripe, and it connects directly there to your online shop, so you can start taking payments in credit cards and so on. PayPal is the same thing. You just enable there. It takes you to the page. You connect it to your shop, straightforward. And then if you want to take manual payments like bank transfers or even Swish or anything, you just leave the details for your customers to pay you, and then you will have to manually accept or put the order as paid or not. But it's also an option, and you can have it there. Not all online shops around there have that, so it's very nice that you can do it, because this shows you that we don't charge any extra fees on top of the sales you have. We believe that your sales should be your profit, and that's it. And we're here to support you, and you have this function to add any type of payment you want to add. Moving on, we have policies. We definitely recommend you. This is not legal advice, but we advise you to look for a professional to help you draft those policies. There are templates in there, but I suggest you look with a professional, a lawyer, and then go through and create the policies that you need for your website and have them listed here. Moving on, we have VAT and shipping. Here you can set everything. So you can set rules on VAT, so it creates automations for you to calculate VAT on top of your products. And also you can connect your shop on top there with Shipmondo or any other shipping option, so you have that connected to your website.
Yeah, it's a really good feature, I'd say.
Absolutely. Then what else we have there? We have related products. We went through that. I don't think we need to cover. And invoice is very interesting. So here, let's say you want to customize the invoice you're sending to a specific customer. You can come here and select what goes in or not into the invoice. And you can even add some more specific details like payment details to the invoice, so the customers know how to proceed with the payment, or even legal terms, as you can see there. So it's very nice that you can customize the invoice with this function right here.
For sure.
So I think with that, we just covered all the tabs in here for the shop, so you can see how easy it is to set up a shop. And again, if you have any questions on how to use those, just leave a comment down below in the description of this video, and our team will get back to you to help you out to set up a successful business online.
For sure. And I think two last things that it's worth mentioning as well is that we have the companion app that you can download both for iPhone and Android. So where you can also monitor your website from your phone. So that's really good. You can get some insights. And also there are some online shop features, right?
Yes.
The companion app.
Absolutely.
Yes. And then if you need also any specific help while you're setting up or you're stuck or there's an issue, you can contact our customer support and they will be happy to help.
Absolutely. Yeah. We have the best customer support ever here. So just contact us. They will be happy to help you with your inquiries.
Yes. So I think now maybe it would be nice to just have a look at the end result one more time. So right here. So this is what you can potentially get. After a few minutes of work.
How long it took you more or less to create? 25, 30 minutes?
25, 30 minutes, because I had to create all the products and add the descriptions and prices. So again, it can take a little bit if it's a more serious thing. But yeah, so I think the end result is really good and it's really worth it for the time it saves. And
yeah. And just as a note, Daniela is not a designer.
Not a designer, not a baker.
Not a coder. And she still managed to create a very good looking website, and you can also do it. It's a very simple tool to use. Just go there, explore, try around, play around with it, and I bet you will be able to create something very nice looking in no time.
For sure. Well, that was really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, again, just leave it in the comments here. We can go back even after this session is finished and we can reply to your comments. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yes. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And thank you for joining in. I hope to see you guys in the next live sessions.